person. What's going on?
That's right, because
she listens.
She has started listening.
She gets mad because she thinks I'm 4.
Well, she has
we're a non-explicit podcast.
Yeah, and she has
we're an
educators
podcast.
on the podcast this time. Educated black men.
Educated black men
on
the podcast. How y'all doing today? What's going on? It's Mr. Whatever. I'm gonna do it. Black and ugly as ever. However, I stay Houston down to my socks. I don't have socks on. I got on like shocks. I was rushing this morning. I had to get here, but I made it, and I'm here. I'm Carlton Banks, Carlton with a KBA and Triple X, Carlton with a KBA and Triple X, also known as Avery, like a very nice guy. Ding, put the ding in post. Can you do that? No, you can't. Anyway, yeah, I'm here with the co-host, my brother, one of the best writers I've ever met. In my entire shut up, let me.
The only writer.
No, I know other writers.
Name another writer. Name one.
What's
Name
his name?
one.
Chuck Jigsaw.
Oh, you're right.
Ding.
Ralph
All right.
Waldo Emerson.
All right.
I mean,
But you don't know him.
Wow.
Do you know Ralph Waldo?
Angelina Bay. What's his name?
Wait.
Alvin Young. No, Fallon.
Fallon.
I don't want to disrespect Fallon. Friend
Quentin
of the show that
Miller.
hasn't been on the
She'll
show.
be coming on the show soon.
Quentin Miller.
Wow. All right, anyway, I'm sorry. I was trying to introduce him. My brother, Jess Devine, writes for the Houston Press. He's also a superhero at points.
Not.
Yeah, maybe he is. And, yep, just look at this nigga checking his phone.
My bad. Just had to make sure everything's together.
Sad.
Together.
We got special guests that come from a great podcast called Best Friend Weekend. Actually, some good friends of ours, really better friends of Devine, but I like hanging out.
I only know one of them. If we gonna be real about it, you know CAP.
I like CAP
about as much as I know him.
CAP,
I feel like
CAP be capping.
I feel like
he be capping.
No cap. That was his Louisiana.
Yeah,
that was your Louisiana.
Okay. Anyway, but let's start. Once again, I'm sorry. We have right next to me CAP.
Los, a.k.a. CAP in the building. What's happening?
Awesome. And we also have...
Whoa, welcome to the Best Friend Weekend podcast. It's your man Aldo Nice.
Aldo Nice.
Now, I will say, get a little applause in.
I mean, per usual.
If you look at our background logo, you can see they got a little Best Friend Weekend hat
Takeover.
right behind them. They got a Best Friend Weekend. So it's the Best Friend Weekend, in my humble opinion, collab. I will say this. Mr. Nice was supposed to design a logo for like a combination Best Friend Weekend and in my humble opinion logo. And I'm not gonna lie, I was looking forward to it because we're gonna show you guys later on. Like, he does a lot of Photoshop stuff.
He does.
He invests a lot of time and effort into his podcast. But he's like, we're gonna do it joint. He called me up yesterday. He's like, hey man, we're gonna get this together. I'm going to go ahead. He was aggressive. He tried to bury Gordy the interview. Like, he's like, I need to know all the questions.
Hold on.
Yeah, I did.
I need to know all the questions.
They
said that.
Suge Knight.
He had to, no. He didn't.
I had to clear the questions.
Barry Gordy is more of a smoother. Like, I'm going to shoot you.
Debo them hoes.
You know what I'm saying? But I'm not. I look nice when I do it. Like, Suge really looks like he might fight. Like, Suge will come up to you in a T-shirt.
I'm about to say.
Barry Gordy will put on a full suit.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm saying. He came up to me. He called me. I'm pretty sure he was wearing some type of 3-piece suit. And he was like, hey, man, what are the questions? I was like, don't worry. You'll be fine. It's cool. We're not going to bring up that incident. And he was like, cool. And then
I can't remember old boy's name, but I was trying to channel the cat off of the 5 Heartbeats.
The 5.
Wow.
Red? Was it Red?
Was it Red?
I was trying to channel my
office hours.
That's what I was
coming from a nigga that's never seen the 5 Heartbeats.
What?
Yep. You heard it here first.
Never seen the 5
Heartbeats. The door is that way.
I've been lying for the past like how many years?
Wait.
Look. Okay. All right.
What's your homework today?
I've seen all the other black movies. People.
Don't matter.
Okay.
But why
I've
not
seen
the
Boomerang.
5 Heartbeats?
All right. No. I've seen Boomerang. I've seen.
Y'all need me.
Just name them. I've seen them all. Okay.
But why not the 5 Heartbeats?
Because I just hadn't. All right.
Do you have beef with Robert Townsend? Like,
no.
what's going on?
Meteor Man was one of the greatest classic.
So you
Hollywood
pieces of
Shuffle
American
was
cinema.
awesome too.
Hollywood Shuffle, never seen it.
Wow. So basically, you're not a Robert Townsend fan.
I am a Robert Townsend.
You've gone out of your way to. Meteor Man is the first Robert Townsend
I watched The
movie
Parenthood.
you named. I understand, but you haven't seen the 5 Heartbeats.
I can't believe that.
I'll watch it. I like the Dells.
Well, yeah, it's okay.
That's what it was based off of.
I haven't watched The Color Purple all the way through. You know what I mean?
No way.
I've seen all of it.
Your parents
I've read the book.
Watch The Color Purple all the way through?
Yeah, they did make me sit down, and
At
I
the
fell
foot of the
asleep.
bed?
I didn't want to watch.
I didn't want to watch that neither.
That's a horrible story. It's
Y'all
a horrible
You
story.
shouldn't volunteer that kind of information.
No, you never
you
tell
mean?
people.
You can
Why
just keep
can't
that to yourself.
No. You got to let people
There's
know.
a lot. I mean, well,
Because
it's
people are trying
what's
to,
this podcast called?
in my
Yeah.
humble opinion.
I guess so.
Wow.
In my humble opinion.
I'm sorry.
You know what I'm saying?
Wow. My bad.
That was terrible, by the way.
It was terrible.
Oh, so you could tell. You could tell. See,
It
we're
was
not
horrible.
from. It's like when somebody
Oh,
speaks
absolutely.
another language, but they got the wrong accent on it.
Exactly.
You're like, oh,
It's like
no.
me trying to speak Spanish.
Yeah.
No, it's like us
Me
trying to.
llamo Davan. Like, oh,
the
Adios
thing
que
is,
tenga buen
though,
I
día.
like taco.
I'm from the suburbs.
Speaking Louisiana is an art form, right?
is,
And we
yeah.
have different
Okay.
dialects in different parts of Louisiana. Speaking Houston is basically pretty easy, right?
Man,
I mean, you
hold
just
up,
name
baby.
holy screw. I mean, you're like
We're in the same
coming
spot.
down. You know what I'm talking about?
Wait,
Say
no.
No, I'm talking
Say
about.
You're gonna piss somebody off. The north side and the south
I
side
was
speak distinctly
about to say.
different.
Super different.
Yeah, there are
Super
places.
different.
Yes,
But no.
Say fool.
I will say,
Say fool.
Bro.
it's more of just a thing with the north side and the south side. But you guys are not from, like earlier you said they from New Orleans.
No.
yeah, I did.
And
I
they
fucked
were
up.
both like, nah, we not from
Not-
New
no,
Orleans.
not a thing.
Which to Texas, Houston people, you're like, yeah, you from Louisiana, you from New Orleans.
That's the
right?
problem.
So where
I
are
forget
y'all
you
from?
from. Not. Oh, my bad.
I'm from Shreveport, Louisiana, the top of the boot.
Shreveport, top of the boot. Okay.
Shreveport. We actually, where I'm from, we refer to that as South Arkansas. So
Hey, listen
there's
here.
actually
who needs
4
enemies when you got friends like this? You heard?
There's 4 quadrants of Louisiana. You got
Okay.
South Arkansas. That's that's the
that-
Shreveport, Monroe
That
area.
upper boot area.
You
okay.
have what do they call that? East Texas, which is the Lake
Where they-
Charles-esque.
That's where you're still allowed to kill black people, right?
Yeah, I mean,
Okay, okay.
That's
Jasper,
everywhere in Louisiana,
Texas.
though.
That's
Don't-
everywhere.
yeah,
Yeah, that's where they be like,
Alexandria.
don't
That's the whole-
stop.
that's the whole
Don't stop
Louisiana.
on
Yeah,
I-10.
that's
All
the
right,
whole
okay.
And then there's the West Mississippi, which is like Natchitoches. That's that area.
I was in Natchitoches
it's a
like
little-
a couple of weeks ago. Natchitoches
It's
was
a little
nice.
different. And then anything south of I-10, we call that real Louisiana.
Okay.
That's the problem with us black people right
South
there.
of I-10, is that
mean,
where
yeah.
all the
Discriminate
new-
against ourselves.
That's
They
why
do.
Louisiana McDonald's still look like this from
Well,
the 80s.
we've had this conversation many a times. I'm from New Iberia, Louisiana. You know, shout out one time for the B-Town. Man, this podcast is brought to
I
you by
forgot that's
New
where you from.
Iberia,
New Iberia.
Louisiana.
New
But
Iberia.
There's
with that
nothing
being
there.
said,
It's terrible.
no, it's an urban,
There are
sprawling urban
there are a lot of
metropolis.
attractive women in New Iberia. They're
There are a
all
lot
cousins.
of attractive women. Oh, yeah.
Have you
They're
ever heard of New
all
Iberia?
cousins.
Yeah. When I worked offshore, I was at a land rig on New Iberia, and my mama
The
from
port.
Franklin.
Oh.
So there you go.
Like, I would always be over there.
Pow, pow.
But yeah,
Okay,
he's right.
So I mean, we had this conversation on the pod many a times. It was a Thanksgiving episode. We were just talking about food and everything. I mean, people say New Orleans food is great. It's cool. Like the culture and like where the real food is it's in Southwest Louisiana.
Everybody
it's in
from
Acadiana.
Southwest Louisiana
No, it's different.
says that.
It's
no,
a
I'm not
different-
gonna lie. Even when I went to Natchitoches and all those other places, like the food is different. The food is better.
Mhm.
It don't have a. New Orleans is like the city version of the food. It's like the
Gotta
more
go to the country.
commercialized.
They do too
version.
much.
Gotta go to the
And
country.
look, I still like New Orleans food. Please, New Orleans people don't
No,
jump
no
in the pocket.
disrespect.
But I'm just saying, y'all know when y'all get out to the country areas.
better, bro.
You know what I'm saying? That's just how it is. So you said south of I-10. Is that where all the new Saints fans came from? Because I didn't know y'all
Ooh, don't do
a
that.
decade ago.
Don't do that, please.
Like a decade ago.
It's gonna turn regular in
Is that?
gonna be
I'm
it.
trying to figure out where y'all came from.
I mean, this, what,
I can't show my
I mean,
tats.
but
oh, y'all got the tats.
I mean, I'm just saying.
Y'all got the tats.
we
I saw
tatted.
I saw y'all's Instagram the other day, and y'all was at the boot. That's
Ooh, we don't know
that's actually a friend of the show.
Oh, really?
A former rapper that actually started the boot. And it is. I'm not gonna lie. I went up there.
Vanilla Ice?
I went up there, and it's a full Saints bar now.
no, it's Saints down.
Yeah.
like it's a
Really?
full Saints.
It's Saints on every screen.
Hey.
He
Oh, that's
put-
what's up,
No,
man.
the whole like
He
every
put
screen.
screens
That is
doing the
great.
doing the Texans game.
during
That
Every-
makes
But
sense.
we didn't want to
game.
say this on air. We
We
don't want
didn't.
people
We
coming
don't.
to our
Hey, black
bar
people
like
stay
that.
away,
That is
please.
Okay,
yeah.
so here's the
Black
funny
people
Oh
part.
yeah,
do not
y'all,
come.
y'all
It's
don't,
y'all's
y'all don't-
bar
no
now.
parking.
This
It's
is the bar
nothing.
that we've been
It's
going.
garbage.
Hey, they charging
The
to get
boot.
in. It's $40 to get in.
Oh,
$40.
thank you. It's the
about to
boot,
say,
the
like-
bar we've been going to for 2 years. But
Oh.
you're right, it's y'all's bar.
Fair enough.
So
Because it's a Saints bar now.
they
I mean,
put some Saints flags up.
okay, you said this stuff about
Oh no,
the Saints.
I'm gonna avoid it on Sundays.
You better.
I'm gonna avoid it on Sundays because
You better.
when I say
Y'all
Saints, when I say Saints bar, like they do all the rituals, they do all the dancing,
Second
they do
line.
that.
That looks
the
fun.
Saints, the new Cowboys, so they go over the top. They go over the top.
Damn.
Dun-dun-dun.
You went in and you
10
said
years ago.
You said the one thing you not supposed to
Hey,
say.
y'all,
when we
y'all
were-
ever had a fight on this
No,
show?
wait,
Oh,
wait,
my
wait.
God.
Now, I'm
Y'all
gonna
ever
say
had a
this.
fight on here?
Nice and I went to college together.
Yeah.
All right. I remember. I don't remember him being the same. I don't remember. Were you there with the bags over the head era?
I was a little kid. My daddy wouldn't let me put it back.
Deshaun Watson thinks we're pretty good.
That was nice.
I mean, he does.
I'm a
Really
Texas fan, but
Romeo
that's 'cause
Cornell is scared of us.
Whoa. I'm a Texas
Hold
fan,
up.
but that's because
Okay.
I rep the home team.
I
know.
And I appreciate y'all repping the team that's closest to y'all city. But, like, we have a team.
So,
in
listen,
our
we
city.
have a
This nigga
theory.
is
Hold
educated
up.
talking shit.
So we have a theory about week 1, and I don't want to harp on
go
old
ahead.
stuff, but we
Go
have
ahead,
a
go
theory
ahead.
about it, right? Me and Los was talking about this like last week.
Here's this excuse.
That when the Saints clearly the Saints should have blew them out, but we did end up beating the Texans. It happened.
Y'all did.
Okay, so this is the theory. The theory goes that Romeo Cornell is like 173 years old, your defense coordinator, right? And back when he was in the league, the goalposts were at the goal line.
Yeah.
So he was thinking it was 10 yards further back. So he didn't
that
think he could have hit
field
that
goal,
field goal
yeah.
from. He thought it was 70 yards when he was really 58.
the
I have to
thing
admit,
is-
I'm
The
not gonna lie.
goalpost moving
I'm not gonna
up.
lie to you. I went to my
moving
car.
the goalpost.
I went to my car
Cried in the car.
and I teared up and then I drove off. I didn't fully cry. Nigga, we had that game won.
No, we didn't.
We had it won.
I feel like people that thought we had that game won don't watch enough Houston sports.
I know Houston
Here-
sports.
no,
they
no, no.
get ahead
Here's
and
my,
then they mess it
here's
up.
my problem.
But I got
here's my
faith.
problem with the Houston
let him
sports
talk it.
thing. All Houston teams, except for the Astros, who have learned that there's a final ending.
My favorite baseball team.
Okay, the Astros
rocking
learn
with the
like,
Astros.
oh, there's 9 innings. Cool. Every other Houston team,
Almost knows
my
3
Rockets,
quarters.
I love them.
Yeah.
3 quarters.
The Texans,
Yeah.
I love them.
3/4.
They wait till third quarter. The Rockets in the thing celebrating. Like they're like,
They
what?
come out-
Who's
we
still
up
out
20?
there?
Come out swinging.
Harden still playing?
Yeah.
Like that's it. And then that's why we can get up 20. We can get up 30. In football, we can get up a few touchdowns.
get up
but
50.
somebody at the last 10 minutes of that game is just gonna stop paying attention. Like, oh, it's cool. They texting. We made jokes about your boy. I mean, talking about just the Rockets players, Dwight, the franchise.
Yeah.
Making it
Coach.
even Harden that one year.
Yeah.
Remember that year we
lost.
and Harden went to
Yeah.
the Drake concert.
Oh, yeah.
We
Okay.
lost, and
Brain.
Harden was at the Drake
Hey,
concert.
I remember
That's cool, though.
when Tracy McGrady had robbed y'all for like 3 years. I remember being at the Lil Wayne concert, and he was front row.
That's
and,
it.
But I had a game that night.
That's it.
I was like,
Yeah.
wow. But he was making like $225.
Well, that's the other thing,
$50.
too, because Houston fans
Will shoot Carl Landry?
monetarily. Wow.
Houston fans.
Houston fan. Well, we don't know that as a Houston fan. We got a lot of we got a Louisiana imports, but
Whoa.
a lot.
Can I just say this?
No, go ahead.
So I've been
Go ahead.
running this other theory, and people like it's a very Louisiana versus Houston thing, right? I said it on the pod the other day that people asked why does it flood so much in Louisiana and in Houston, and my answer was New Orleans floods because it's below sea level, and Houston floods because they want to do everything that people from Louisiana do.
Like be below sea level and be established before.
Okay, but the other thing I was going to go with that
Go
was
ahead. Go ahead.
You talked about the Texans and losing games. The Saints, listen, I was there for the Jacksonville, whatever they called it, when we missed the extra point, the Minnesota Miracle.
Oh,
and
my
all
God.
the Saints get their guts pulled out every year. Like last minute, like terrible things happen to the Saints. And that's kind of, I feel like the Texans, you just want to be like Louisiana. So y'all are like the Texans are like
No.
like some baby Louisiana, like baby Saints. Like y'all are
I
gonna
will
mess
say
it up
that,
just like
I
y'all
will-
lost that game the way we would have lost that
and
game.
I will say
this is an educated argument.
No.
I'm
The
just
reason
saying,
I'm
it is what it
watching.
is.
The reason
y'all
we have
trying to- y'all-
empirical
Y'all
evidence.
took crawfish. Y'all love for
No,
crawfish.
wait.
Before them lets me know.
Wait.
Y'all love crawfish.
No, we did,
We do
but we
love
have
that.
a different version.
The
Yeah, wings. Y'all make
Vietnamese
your
took
wings.
the crawfish.
The Vietnamese
So that
version of
that
crawfish
Viet
is
Cajun
ours.
crawfish, which I gotta be honest, I'm not a fan of.
We
Like
definitely
I'm not a big fan of the
Wing
let me
crawfish.
cook the crawfish and then let me
Throw some
put
sauce
all
on
the
it.
spices
On top
of it.
It's stupid.
A few
Shout out,
years
this
ago,
podcast brought to you by Ito Hand Car
Shout
Wash
out.
and
Oh,
Ito
I was about to say.
Food Truck.
Ito's
Shout out
food
Ito.
truck. I like that.
That was
I
some-
like
that was
dry
some good
crawfish.
crawfish.
I want the outside of the
I don't remember
crawfish
the rest
to be
of that
red
day,
and
but it was
dry.
good crawfish.
In Houston, y'all get crawfish,
Yeah.
and you get. Like, I ain't never heard of lemon pepper crawfish before. Like,
Yeah, we do
who does
put
that?
a lot.
With all
of
that being
crawfish.
said, we live in Houston. We don't live in Louisiana. So
Y'all
there's
don't. Y'all
positives
don't.
to
And
being
we're
in
not
Houston.
going back though.
Yeah.
No,
We're
no.
not going back.
Because there's
We
no
love
reason to go back to Houston is the better city. Y'all know that.
Yes,
Yeah.
it's Louisiana now.
You're
Okay.
comparing Houston to a whole state, but okay.
It's
He said
Louisiana.
Houston's
Yes,
a better
and
city
not
only-
than our
not,
whole state.
Not only,
I mean,
you're,
Louisiana
but
now.
you're right. You're right. I am comparing Houston to a whole state, and I'm correct. Houston is better than the whole state of Louisiana, and I thank y'all because y'all coming here, I think, effectively deaded the North Side versus South Side. It
Yeah.
immediately became Houston versus Louisiana, or Houston versus all
for
of
the
the
culture.
new Saints fans.
That's a bad fight.
All the new now
Houston
look
versus
you're
everyone.
a
I don't get that. I don't
you're a
get that.
diehard Saints fan.
Yeah.
You're a diehard
Yeah.
Saints fan. But you got to admit, some people came onto the bandwagon.
We let them.
Y'all let them. Y'all
Hey, the more
but
the
some
merrier,
people
man.
came onto the
We're
bandwagon.
not mad about that.
Okay, y'all not
As
mad
long,
about
long
that.
as when we lose, you with us. You
Okay.
You can't. ain't
They
no
not
jumping
go-
off.
they
Listen,
not.
It's
think
not
about
hard to be.
Louisiana.
Which I've been
not.
having a team since '98. I mean, it's not hard to be a team like be a diehard fan for 21 years. I mean, cool. Y'all still like
That's true.
y'all still got new sauce on.